Hello and welcome to Watch Releases Update, a weekly YouTube show where we talk about the latest watches being released. My name is Oleg and that right there is Mr. Bond. Now let's talk about the new Oris Aquis Pro 1000 meters. Oris Aquis Pro 1000 meters is kind of an interesting model because it sits in between the 300 meter one and the 4000 meter one. This one is supposed to be the tough but wearable watch. Now for 2025, it got a slight makeover and it got a new movement. More specifically, it got the old movement. So the previous version of this watch came with the Oris Caliber 400, which made this watch more expensive. Now it comes in a very similar case, still with that cool locking bezel system, but this time it comes powered by the Sellita SW200, or as Oris calls it, Caliber 733. It beats at 4 Hz and it comes with 41 hours of power reserve. As far as the case and the dimensions go, they stayed pretty much the same. This one comes in a titanium case with black DLC coating. It's 49.5 millimeters in diameter, 16.6 millimeters in case height, and 55 millimeters from one lug to another. So this is a very large watch, even though it's supposed to be the wearable one. In terms of the design of this one, I like it quite a bit. I think the blue and the black combination really works for this model. And as far as the price and availability goes, this will be part of the standard catalog. And this watch is priced at 3,400 Swiss francs. Next, let's talk about the new Bell & Ross BRX3 Night Vision. Just a few weeks ago, I talked about this watch right here, the BRX3. This was the brand new model with a new look. Now, this week's release is pretty much the same model, but in a different case with an all loomed dial. In fact, the loom is really the standout feature of this watch. One of the funny things about this model actually is part of their sort of marketing material. They're talking about how this watch is kind of stealthy and it's supposed to be kind of military inspired. But I'm guessing if you're part of the special operations unit, you would not be wearing a watch that glows in dark like this, right? You don't want to attract attention to yourself, as opposed to something like this that will attract a lot of attention. But hey, of course, this is just part of marketing spiel. It's not actually meant for special forces. In terms of the case and the dimensions, they stayed pretty much the same. This one is still 41 by 41. It's 13.3 millimeters in case height. It's made out of grade 2 titanium with that DLC coating that's loomed, and it kind of looks interesting, and it has parts of carbon fiber, I think, laid within the case to create this effect. In terms of the movement powering this watch is the Caliber BR323, which is a COSC certified automatic movement that beats at 4 Hz and it comes with 70 hours of power reserve. And in terms of the looks and the design of this watch, I like it quite a bit. I know it's silly, it doesn't really take itself seriously, but I think this is exactly what Bell & Ross needs to do. They need to make watches that stand out, and I think this model does stand out. It will be a limited edition to only 250 units, and the price of this watch is $14,100 US. Next, let's talk about the new Panerai Luminor GMT Ceramica 40mm, reference PAM 01460. At this point, we all know what Panerai Luminor looks like. It's an iconic watch and it has a very familiar shape. Usually these watches are quite large, 44, even 47 millimeters in diameter, but this time Panerai has downsized the watch to 40 millimeters, which some purists will hate. Others might like. I actually think this is the right step because it opens Panerai to people with smaller wrists. What's special about this model is the fact that it's made out of ceramic. This is the very first 40mm ceramic watch that Panerai has introduced. This watch is also not overly thick, about 14 millimeters in case height. The case back is made out of grade 5 titanium and it features 300 meters of water resistance. The movement powering this watch is the Caliber P900, which is a 12-hour GMT movement that beats at 4 Hz and it comes with 72 hours of power reserve. The watch will be available as part of the standard collection. It is not a limited edition, and this watch is priced at $15,800 US. Next, let's talk about the new Baltic Scalegraph Transat Café L'Or limited edition. Baltic is a French watch company. It's in fact one of my favorite watch companies. I think they make very good looking timepieces. For the last few years, they were introducing these chronographs that were limited editions for Tour Auto, and I actually reviewed one of those watches about 6 months ago or so. Now there is a new model in support of their yacht race, because now they're the official timekeepers for Transat Café. Plus, I think they even have their own sailing team within this race. So this new watch, unlike the Tour Auto Special Editions, is a bicompax, not a tricompax. So it has 2 sub-registers, and the 3rd sub-register at the 6 o'clock position is now replaced with a date window. This one looks spectacular. I really like the design of this watch. It comes in a 39.5mm case diameter, 14.1mm case height, and a 47mm lug-to-lug distance. It features 100 meters of water resistance and is powered by the Sealander caliber SW510 BH, which is a hand-wound chronograph movement that beats at 4 Hz, and it comes with 63 hours of power reserve. This will be a limited edition to only 200 pieces, and the watch is priced at €1,750. Next, let's talk about the new Casio and Back to the Future calculator watch. This is a really awesome collaboration. Back to the Future, the movie, is turning 40 this year. It came out in 1985. So Casio is capitalizing on this sort of nostalgia and bringing us this special edition watch. I am a big fan of it, especially the packaging. It kind of looks like an old VHS tape. The design is also kind of DeLorean inspired, and there's even a little Easter egg on the top of the case that says "Out of Time." That's of course the license plate on the DeLorean from the movie. Really awesome little release. As far as all the other specs, I don't think they're that important, right? This is just a standard calculator watch in a resin case on a stainless steel bracelet. It's about 34.4mm in diameter, 43.2mm in case length, and about 8.2mm in case height. It has that calculator feature. It also has the timer, it has the stopwatch, and all the other features that these watches usually come with. To my surprise, this is not a limited edition. It's a special edition. I don't know how long they will make these watches for, but there's not like a limited quantity. So if you want to get one, you could. And the price of this one is €120. Again, I think it's a really awesome little release. Big fan. And next, let's talk about the new Zenith Defy Skyline Tourbillon in rose gold case. Lately, I have a feeling that Zenith is trying to move up the market. They're almost trying to compete with the AP, especially with their Defy line of watches. At least that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Leave your comments in the comment section below. So now there's this brand new, fully rose gold cased watch with a tourbillon complication and this sort of red-ish dial. The looks of it are pretty nice, although I wouldn't necessarily buy one. I think at the price point of this watch, there are plenty of other options. Now, as far as the case dimensions go, this one is about 41mm in diameter, and it features 100 meters of water resistance. This watch is powered by the caliber Panerai 3630, which is an in-house high-frequency movement beating at 5 Hz or 36,000 vibrations per hour, and it comes with 50 hours of power reserve, and of course it is a tourbillon movement. In terms of the pricing and availability, this will not be a limited edition. It's part of the standard catalog now, and the watch is priced at almost $100,000, $93,700 to be exact. Next, let's talk about the new Christopher Ward C63 Sealander Extreme GMT. Lately, Christopher Ward has been on a bit of a roll. Pretty much every release I am a big fan of, including this one here. It's an update to their existing C63 Sealander GMT watches, and in my opinion, it's a very good looking update. First of all, the bezels are now ceramic and loomed. Secondly, the case and the dial have both been updated. Now it features this sort of loom blocks design on the dial that became popular with their diver. And now, of course, it's making its way to the other watches in the lineup. The case is also very interesting. It's all brushed, which kind of fits this tool-like aesthetic that Christopher Ward is going for. It's 41mm in diameter, 11.6mm in case height, and 48mm from one lug to another. It features 150 meters of water resistance, and it comes with a bunch of different strap options. You could have it on a stainless steel bracelet or on this kind of cool Velcro strap that looks quite unique. In terms of the movement powering this watch is the Collar GMT Sealander SW330, which beats at 4 Hz, and it comes with 56 hours of power reserve. And in terms of the pricing, on the bracelet it's about $2,000 USD, and on the strap it's about $1,785. And lastly, let's talk about the new IWC Portugieser automatic 42, the year of the horse. So every year IWC does a special release for the Chinese calendar New Year, and this year, or the next year I should say, will be the year of the horse, and we got this new burgundy dial Portugieser with the custom rotor. At first I thought, why do these special releases even exist? But now I understand, because if you're a collector and you collected the previous models, you're probably looking for this new model, right? Like you want to complete the set. So this kind of release in my mind makes a lot of sense. It also features the sort of burgundy and gold, which are in Chinese culture, at least from my understanding, lucky colors. So all of this kind of makes sense. In terms of the case and the dimensions, these watches are made out of stainless steel. They're 42.5 millimeters in diameter and about 13 millimeters in case height. They feature the caliber 52011, which is an in-house automatic movement that beats at 4 Hz, and it comes with an impressive 168 hours or 7 days power reserve. And this one is a limited edition to only 500 pieces, and the price of it is 15,300 euro. And that's it for this week's watch releases. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this in the future, and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this week's watch releases. I always enjoy reading your comments. And by the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing the Strom Yen Mayen. I just did a review of this watch. That video can be found on the YouTube channel. I will also leave it linked in the description. All right, bye.